When he was in his mid-20s, Corey Hart was fully in his moment. Multi-platinum records, sold-out stadium shows. He knew what it felt like when fame turns into mania. Fortunately, Corey survived the insanity, and in the mid-90s, he decided to step away from the spotlight to raise a family. So what brought him back? Well, a letter from a Canadian DJ named One Love, asking for permission to sample an obscure song, one that Corey had recorded back in 1988 called The Truth Will Set You Free. Corey wrote the song for three gay friends who had faced prejudice and intolerance. He felt a bond with One Love, and together they re-recorded the song. And while the sound and the beats are different, the song's powerful, unifying message remains the same. So don't take away.
So excited about this. Please welcome back to the show, Corey Hart. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you.
Very good.
Welcome back.
Thank you. You changed the room.
Yeah, we changed the room a little bit. We moved it a little bit earlier.
A little more close, I think.
Yeah.
It's more interactive.
A little more some intimacy. You're back in a way. Congratulations on this version of the song. Why let this song come out this way now?
Wow. Well, it's a strange odyssey, actually, how this thing took shape. This song, the lyrics and the message in the song, I had written it, when I was 24, 25 years old, and it was written for the gay community. I had a couple of very close friends that were gay, and people that I cared about a great deal, and saw a lot of suffering and pain, and I wrote this song called Truth Will Set You Free. Mm-hmm. Never had the chance to talk about it because it was never a single. So when Paul Todd, this DJ that goes by the name of One Love, when he wrote me, it was like, man, this is my chance.
What's that?
That, I think it's from Barcelona, because I just flew in this morning.
Well, he got off the plane, so it can't be illicit, because they would have found that.
I think it's... It's Smint. Do they have them here in Canada?
No. Are they good?
You're going to break them. Hold on. No. It's like that. No, it looks like cocaine or something. But
we'll just leave it there.
Yeah, okay.
So you have this...
Not that I know what cocaine looks like. Hey.
You were famous in the 80s, bro.
No, man.
You had to have at least... You had to at least seen it in a bathroom once at a party.
Let me tell you something. The first time I saw cocaine, I was 17. I was in Long Island, and I'm not going to give any more details about the artist, but...
Famous?
Super famous. And
male or female?
Man, hey.
Rock star, or I'm gonna get this down. Okay, carry on.
No, yeah, don't get me in trouble. And literally, you know where the console in a recording studio is wide, right? And these guys were taking, competition to see who can snort from one end to the other.
Right.
And they were going and, they go right across the board, and then, they looked over to me and they go, okay, Corey, you're up. And I was like, up for what? And I was like, yeah, here's your shot. And I was like, I don't do drugs, and I've never done drugs.
You were 17.
Yeah.
There it is, right? So the idea of standing up when you're a kid and making a tough decision and a brave decision is, I think, going back to the conversation about the song and the song you write for the gay community, is we've seen a lot of coverage in the news these days about bullying that's going on. You'd think it'd be gone. It sure isn't.
No, but it's come a hell of a long way since, the 80s and the 70s and 60s, but I mean, it's still got a long, long way to go. And when you think about, the gay rights to me are human rights. They're tantamount to the same thing. And we got 75 countries, I mean, give or take a few, that it's death by, punished by death. If you...
Right.
I mean, how can a government or how can a society dictate who we love?
Right.
I mean, I can't tell you who to love. You're going to love who you love.
Right.
And I don't understand, but since the song has come out, I've realized how sensitive it is to so many people, and how strong opinions so many people have about it.
Well, for most people, whether or not they want to admit it, it's tied completely to their own ignorance or religion, and sometimes that overlaps, right? You grew up in a strong Catholic community. I mean, just growing up in Quebec, it's a strong Catholic community. Did you ever experience that?
I experienced homophobia just by being around a lot of musicians and close friends of mine well, actually, I can give you an example where I experienced it firsthand. Just being the youngest of 5 kids, my oldest brother was kind of on my case a lot because I was sensitive and I wanted to write songs, and he thought that I should be, out there hitting home runs. And there's 20 years difference between us, and my parents split up, so he wasn't even living at home. But when he'd come around and see me, he'd call me names, and it was just unnecessary, painful, and hurtful. I mean, that's all I wanted to do as a kid. I wanted to write songs. I wanted, to motivate. I wanted to inspire, and I wanted to reach people.
First song you wrote was Thank You, right?
Yeah. Man, where do you get... You're like the KGB.
Well, but don't mess with the Russians.
Or the Mossad.
Well, listen, whichever. Who were you saying thank you to?
I was thanking the piano.
Yeah.
Because I wrote the song on the piano, and I was thanking the piano for giving me a song.
Who's somebody you'd like to say thank you to now?
My daughter for putting up for me.
You know the worst part for Corey is right now? His daughter's in the front row. His daughter's, she's right over there. I bet you do not want to hear this conversation. No, and she's like, oh, please get me out of here.
I wanted her up here with me because she's actually, we flew in this morning because she's never seen her dad perform. And it's actually...
Never seen her perform? But listen, are you, like, some kids are just really embarrassed when their dads do this sort of stuff. Are you excited or slightly embarrassed? She's excited.
Thank you, Dante. Right answer.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Corey Hart, everybody. The truth will set you free. One loving Corey Hart. We'll be right back.